Just today, polls finds voter intention is changed over the last week, with the Liberal Party is holding a 20-point lead over the Conservatives, while the NDP and Bloc remains similarly unchanged. Experts say this election is going to be a generational election. As Trump threatening both Canada's economy and sovereignty, these circumstances could drive higher voter turnout for this election. On 28th of April, the Prime Minister will be the person that Canadians believe is best suitable to dealing with Trump tariffs and trade affairs more than anything else. Trump's tariffs are the most important concern for Canadian voters today. Therefore, our vote can make an enormous impact on how we feel about US tariffs and Canadian sovereignty, and how are we going to protect ourselves from the effect of these tariffs. Before it was interest rates, carbon tax, affordability, unpopularity of Justin Trudeau. But once the Trump tariffs are introduced, the whole political landscape has been changed. Since Mark Carney has the position of the Prime Minister, he has the ability to change many things positively. For an example, Mark Carney announced that there's going to be a money for the auto sector, which will be affected by these tariffs, and cancel the carbon tax. That could be one reason Liberals are getting more popular than the Progressive Conservative Party. Also, when Trump called Justin Trudeau governor of the 51st estate and introduced the tariffs, his reaction was very impressive. He literally read Canadians' mindset and responded really well. His reaction was bold and fearless without any delay. Pierre Poilievre is not yet 100% sink into Trump's tariffs and sovereignty. He is still talking about other Canadian issues, not realizing the burden on Canadian economy from these tariffs. Now, let's see how we can deal with these tariffs, or what the alternatives are. Trump recently announced new 25% tariffs levy on all automobiles imported to US. Automobile tariff will affect automobiles are made in outside of US. This will affect in border towns of Canada like Oshawa and Windsor. By the way, Canada retaliates against Trump's tariffs. Canadian Prime Minister announced 25% tariff on American cars, matching US tariffs. As we already know, trade always has benefits and costs. Over time, if these tariffs are maintained, the Canadian economy may adjust to produce more of our goods at home, or pivot to trading with other countries. We have 15 free trade agreements in place with 51 countries, including the 27 countries of the European Union. For the time being, we will suffer greatly from this trade war, but we Canadians will strive hard to move towards a self-sufficient economic system that suits us. Due to this American tax threat, we all are united in patriotism. The best opportunity to show that patriotism is this election. At this time, we should bring to power the best person who can save our country from the US tariff threat. Since 1833, Canada and the US have a great relationship towards trade and being military allies. Also, the two countries share the longest border in the world. Even though Americans have few allies in the world, Canadians are the closest ally in reality, which is based on friendship and deep-rooted common interest. Two countries are stronger, more prosperous, and safer when they work together. But we Canadians and US citizens' main concern is that this great relationship might change, or may have already changed, and these relationships will be hard to replace. US President keeps saying we were treated badly, but we are very kind to the people. Is he joking with the world? When did the US ever get kind to people or the world? How many times has the US unfairly invaded countries and bombed people and infrastructure? If we survive in the next few years, Canada and the world need a strong demonstration of the values of compassion and solidarity towards humankind. Those values are desperately lacking in the US government today. As Canadians, we have phenomenal opportunity to transform the Canadian resources to make it the most welcoming place on the earth. As a final note, please go to the polls on 28th of April and vote for the person you think is best able to save our country from the US tariffs and the trade war crisis.